Good morning and welcome to Ewetopia Farms. I'm looking at the barn and just psyching myself up to get over to it. It is so slippery. I'll give you an example. That's ice. So even you can see the dogs. They got 4 legs, but they're slipping. So what we try to do is go where there's snow. But even where we've stepped before, it's extremely icy. So when you get into a spot where we haven't stepped, if you step hard, you can break the surface of the ice and get by. But as soon as it's compacted, you can see the dogs slipping, then you can't move. Okay. Doesn't look like much to cross. However, we got the long walk to the coveralls, and that's like skating rink ice. It's so greasy. And the sheep can't walk on that either, and we do have to move some groups over from the coveralls to the barn, so hopefully it melts. In the meantime, Arnie's on the phone trying to get someone to deliver sand so that we can walk around hopefully safely. But as yesterday, I'm going to turn this off as we go into the barns to check on the sheep today, just so that I can walk across without smashing the phone. So
and this is on these guys. I'm a little wonder if these guys are constipated. They did get a lot of milk there.
I'll check them. Hi, Jerry. Arnie fed Jerry today, so we can't feed him. Sorry, Jerry. Arnie just fed you. And this is our new cat. Hi. Hi. All the others are putting the run on him, so he wasn't here yesterday. But he's here again today. He is so friendly. We have so many people drop cats off here. They think it's a farm and a good place to just dump your cats. But it's actually cruelty, because to be honest, most farmers don't want to tolerate a cat on their property. There's Scotty. Scotty probably wants some food now. Scotty, don't fight with the new guy, okay? Come over here. It's not one thing, it's the other, eh? And people will say, you shouldn't get involved with all these animals. Come on, Scotty. Oh, don't fight with that one. Don't fight. Come on, come on. Here. Scotty doesn't like it when you do that, okay? Whoops. Okay, I'm going to turn it off to separate these two. Okay, before I feed everyone, I just do a quick look at how the lambs are all doing. Group is all in here. Jerry and Jezebel. That wasn't her lamb, I guess. Jerry and Jezebel look like monster sheep. Hey, you look like a monster sheep compared to these other guys. But everyone's happy in here. Hey, we gotta get those off you. Yeah, get those cockleburs off you. I'll get you later. Because she's flirting with the...
That one laying down kind of pen. You think that's pregnant or open?
Arnie, very funny. Everybody's seen her. Hi, sweetheart. Are you having a hard time?
Don't you feel sorry for those girls?
Yes, I do.
Terrible life.
Hi, sweetheart. But we love you.
She's up on her feet like that because she can't breathe correctly.
Well, it's more comfortable. She's just, she's chewing her cud. She's happy enough.
Oh,
she's just
I'm sure
getting
she's
comfy.
Happy walking around like that.
Have you ever seen pregnant women? Did you see me? Like, it was like carrying 2 medicine balls. But you look happy enough. Okay, Arnie's going to take off out of this barn, and I'm going to look after the jugs. I'm the one that does lambs and jugs. Arnie does feeding adults. So I gotta, all these ewes have to have their water topped up. She's good. But these other ones, I gotta give them water. And it looks like we got no lambs. But that's because in all of these jugs, Mary's under there. You can just see her. The lambs all go under those little things. This guy's under here. There's actually 2 under there. 2 under here. But you can see how it prevents the lambs from getting stepped on by their mothers. And for those of you that don't have sheep, you wouldn't think that that would be an issue. But these moms step on them by mistake, or when she, you know, with her 250-pound body, goes to lay down and a lamb's asleep there. Oftentimes it's common that she'll lay right on top of it and suffocate it, and it's like she doesn't even know. Or they'll snuggle up so close to a lamb in the jug that they will suffocate it. Just kind of, we call it loving them to death. But so this has been a lifesaver for us. These things, see, those 2 are under there, all snuggly up. Mom's got full range of the jug, and these guys come out when they're hungry, and she can still sniff them, and it works for everybody. And these 2, these are the ones where she lost. It looked like she absorbed a lamb. Oh, and yeah, I guess I didn't tell you. She did have a second lamb. So she's got twins. So we're going to tag these 2 today. These are Gladiators twins. They're really big. Really nice lambs. She's a good mom. Got all the stuff here. And once they're tagged, Arnie's going to do the mom, and these guys are going to go out this afternoon. And then later we're going to do the other 2 twins, but they won't go out till tomorrow morning because they were born late. So I'm going to turn this off so that I can have hands free to do this, and then we'll show you the results. I guess another thing I'll show you is that see, these Suffolk lambs, they're registered Suffolks. They're a more mottly, speckly color. Hey, sweetheart, let's see your skin. See, he's flecky, but he's got the black head. He's almost looking more like a Suffolk right now. And his brother's that way too. So you can have Suffolks looking like that. These are the 2 that just got their tagging, and we're going to move on to the next pen to do the other twins. But you'll see these guys. These guys are really black. Although I think the other one in this pen is more the fleckly type. But this guy's really black. So they Suffolk lambs, when they're born, they're either black or shades of gray or fleckily. But by the time they're about 6 months old and you part their wool and stuff, they're gonna look like mom. And by the time when you shear them, the black wool will be totally gone and you won't see it again. So I'm in here now. He's still laying here, wondering why Mom got up. The new cat is doing the Scotty thing, following me around the barn. Hi, buddy. You're the new one. So, we're going to tag this guy. We're going to tag you, honey, because you're going to go out and play shortly. And see, even now, the cat's looking at the lamb, doesn't know about lambs. And that lamb is already bright enough that he's noticed something different. Already at 2 days old. And you are extremely pretty, I gotta say that. You are. And this guy, who's he from? He's from Felon, and he's from a first-time mommy. Yeah, your mom's a first-timer. She did a really good job. Oh, and you're nice. You're really nice. Mom, get up. They maybe want a nurse. Come on, get up. Maybe they want a nurse. What do you think? Hey, sweetie. Come here. Okay, so we're going to get these guys done. See, right now I'm logging all, getting the mother's name and the dad's name logged into my computer. And then I'm going to add the lamb. And before I tag them, just to be easier, I do it right in here. These are the tags I'm going to use for him. I'm going to lock the radio tag to his blue tag. So he's a male, so he gets a blue tag. And it's 2, this guy's 222. And he's a ram. And the computer already knows by the mother and father that he's going to be a registered Suffolk. So we save and add because he's going to have a brother. And now, see, oh, there they are. Real curious to see what's going to happen. Oh, you guys are so nice. So nice. And that's Mary in the pen over there. Probably will do Mary today too. So I'm going to grab them and tag them. So now I'm on the next lamb. So we'll scan his tag before I put it in. It asks me if I want to lock it to his number, and I do. And he'll be 223. And he's also boy, because that's all we're getting so far. And this time we're going to do save and escape because that's all of them. So that's the mom, the dad is felon, and that's our own Ewe. She's a first timer. And if I wanted to see anything about her history, I can I can check her history, and I could see how many lambs she had. And you can see the ones that I just put in. They're there. And that's all she had because obviously she's a first timer. So that's how that works. And then it's also backed up in my book here. And I can put my comments. And this one, oh, I didn't put that she had a third one. Second lamb, another male. So far, Mary's our only girl. But in the comments here, I wrote that looks like that she had absorbed a lamb. Just so I know, it doesn't change anything, but it lets me know. And I know that this ewe's been a very productive ewe for us. She's always had multiples. So that's how that all works. And yeah, so yeah, that's that. These guys are done. Oh no, I have to do him. But yeah, normally I would put the green writing on their back for the boy lambs, but because these guys are really black, the green doesn't show up very well. So you can't see the brother right now. He's on the other side, the one I did. But I put red. He's got a blue tag, so I'll still know it's a boy, but the red I can see better on the black lambs. So we're going to do him and then move on to Mary, and then we're done tagging for the day. It's your turn. Hey, it's your turn. Would you like some tags? Like your brother? Yeah. Your brother's got tags. There he is. There he is. He's got his tags on. Hey! Yeah, you guys are nice. So someone asked us about I put the 5 on them and his tags on. Someone asked us about docking the tails and why we did it, because in some countries people don't do it. So you see I've got the band on them, and I've got a good length of tail on him, so it covers his privates. And to be honest, people will tell you why they dock tails, that they're cleaner and stuff like that. But again, from experience, I don't really see a real valid reason for docking their tails. We do have some sheep in here that have long tails that we missed them, or we thought maybe they wouldn't survive, so we didn't want to put them through the tail docking thing. and they don't get any dirtier than any of the other sheep. If they had diarrhea, which you hope they're not getting, a long tail obviously could get dirtier. But I think it's more aesthetic. In North America and Europe, I guess, not even, I don't think Europe dock as much as we in North America do. But it's more an aesthetic that we've grown up with, and we like the look of it. To be honest, we left the tails on our Suffolks one year on the rams, and they had horrendous tails. They looked like lion tails. Well, you can see this guy, but as an adult, like it was really, really long, and they looked kind of freakish. So I do prefer the bunny type tails. That being said, I never have liked the tails being docked right off so that they have none. And in Canada, like I mentioned before, there is a rule now saying that you can't pull the tails right off. You have to leave a little stub on them if you're going to dock them. The pulling the tails right off was more a show thing. People believed that if you cut the tail right off here, it would make her rump look squarer and flatter. And in the show ring, it would make her appear to have a wider rump. But our theory has always been that if the tail makes her bum look narrow because it's sticking out, she probably does have a narrow rump. And a tail on a wide rump ewe just fits right into her little bum cheeks, and it looks just perfectly square. You don't need to hide it up by docking her tail right off. And people have linked docking tails completely off to prolapses, because there is a tendon in here, and if you sever it too close, it can make it looser there. So if she was gonna prolapse or might prolapse, if you had docked it off, the likelihood would be increased. It's not that it would cause a prolapse, but it was enough that the Canadians believe that it shouldn't be done. And so now if you try to bring a sheep into the show ring and she has no tail whatsoever, they will not allow you to show it. So hence everyone in Canada is going to have little bunny tail sheep. And I think they look cuter than that. Like that. And you look lovely now. Okay, we're going to move on to Mary. So here we are with Mary. Hi, Mary. How you doing? How you doing, Mary? Hi. She's a really big girl. Those are her hooves. Okay. Oh, baby hooves. See, they have little toes. You can see that. Little toes. And they split hooves. So Mary's done. Mommy's talking to her. Yeah, she's okay. We didn't harm her. Yeah, she's okay. Yeah, she's a very nice lammy. Come on, sweetie. So these are the ones we did today. Their tags. Oh, those two are already back under the pen, so we can't see them. Hi. You're lovely. So they're okay. I'll check on everyone else in the barn. These guys, he's a big lamb. You're a big lammy for a little guy. He's that big guy. Well, he's gonna be a nice ram. So we're at the back of the pen here. And Jezebel thinks she's part of the adult group now. She's lying there nicely in between all the adults. There's her mom. There's the wild ewe who's calm now. She's in the middle. She's not sleeping like a lamb under the feeder. She's much too mature and proper for that. This ewe is here, and she's got the 2 Suffolk lambs snuggled up under the feeder with her, and Jerry's back there under the feeder chewing his cud. And Jessie here is just fast asleep. Scotty, there's a new cat in the barn. You gotta get along. Scotty, listen to me. He's a nice cat, just like you. So we do, as I do them, salt and minerals as every day. I'm knocking them down right here. Arnie still hasn't, he's made them, but he hasn't replaced this feeder because this one needs replacing. But I see this group is all relaxed. Nobody's acting odd, making noises. They're chewing their cuds. Nobody's scratching or bleating as if they're going to have a lamb shortly. So that one we can say is good for a few hours. And walking over to the next pen. Hi, sweeties. I try to be quiet because I don't like to disturb them. They're all in lamb and they're all resting. Hi. So in here, same thing. Quiet. Nobody's scratching, straining, indicating that they might be going into labor. So we can move on to the next groups. A little more groaning in here. Are you pregnant? It's not comfy, is it? Yeah. Oh, it's not comfy. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's groaning just because. When they're lambing, it's more the sound, like when they're talking to the lambs, you know, that little bleating sound. They tend to make that if some of them, if they're going into labor. She's making the sound and acting as if she's got an itch that she can't scratch. And it's just uncomfortable. If they're in heavy labor, some of them can really make noise. But again, this is pretty quiet in here. Everybody's been fed. Everyone's spread out. It's another thing I notice when they're pregnant is sometimes sheep will lay together in a cluster and kind of lean against each other and stuff. But I find when they're pregnant, these guys are getting up, so that's too bad. But they will spread. They'll have their own little spot and spread out more. They just want a little more space and privacy, I find. I just missed Arnie trying to close that gate as he was slipping down the little hill. Being a man, he pretends it's not as slippery as it is, but it is. It's terrible. So on this icy Boxing Day, we're gonna close the gates on the barns, and this will be the end of today's episode, and hopefully we'll see you guys all again tomorrow. Bye for now. So, I guess our savior has come. We got someone who's gonna try put sand down here in this yard. And hopefully that will allow us to move around without breaking our necks. But it's pure ice. Pure ice. It's actually beautiful when it's icy. If it was sunny today, it would be sparkling. But it's not sunny, so you don't get the full effect. But it is very beautiful when you get ice storms, but it's not safe to be driving or walking on. Hopefully that'll make a difference anyway. We'll let you know.